Hello and welcome to Turbo Thumbs. I am Rasta Joe, and this is Thumb Through, and we are thumbing through The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. Let's go check it out.
Alright, so now that we've got the hook shot, we can go finish up the trade sequence. So let's do that. The next thing on our list, I believe, is the mermaid statue. Which is... There's the mermaid. Or at least she's supposed to be there. Gotta go all the way around here, unfortunately. But don't worry, we'll get there. Ah! What should we talk about this time? Oh. Well, let's see. Ooh. Ah, it's kicking my ass, man. Kicking my ass. Oh! Hookshot over this away. Oh, I forgot I can kill those guys with the hookshot now. So here's the mermaid statue. And you put the missing scale in the mermaid statue. Voila! Oh, you know what? Oh, I think, is this where I can do it? There's like some weird glitch. Yeah. You keep using the hookshot on these green shells, or green skulls, I mean. You can push yourself all the way to the back of this thing. And now, as you can see, I'm stuck. But, just lift them up. And you get right back out. And here we have the final item of the trade sequence. Well, not really the final item, but you've got the magnifying lens. This will reveal many things you couldn't see before. So now, in this room, you see that there were enemies I couldn't see before. Because apparently they were tiny. But they're the same size as me. I don't know. They should have just called it the Lens of Truth, like in Ocarina of Time. Don't shoot me with fire! Oh. And let's switch back to hook shot. Man, I had something I wanted to talk about in this episode. I just can't remember what it was. Let's see if I can do this now. Yes, okay. So we got another picture here. Oops. I don't know why I pressed up to talk to him. I have a feeling that I'll catch a big fish again. Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. Alright, Mustache Man. My, that's a big one. The way that mouse is, like, positioned, it looks like he's caught in the neck. I mean, I don't know why he'd bite a fish hook. But, ugh, the neck almost seems worse. And then to be lifted up into the air by your neck. By a hook in your neck. Ugh, Jesus. Whoa, that's a big one. Hey, photo guy, can you take a picture of this? Sure. Hey, be more careful next time. You know, I almost wonder if it was Link saying that first line. Since he's the one posing now. But Link never talks, so I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense. This little scene happening here. And that's it for Fishing Man. So we can take our newly gained magnifying glass to get what is truly the final item in the trade sequence. But first I want to do something here in May Village, and I don't think this is the right house. Nope. I think it's one of the two houses on the next screen. There's the sweeping lady. Yahoo! A new broom! Superb! Yep, here we go. I'm not controlling it anymore.
Well, hey, you can see me? You must have a magnifying glass. I'm not a troublemaker. I just want to live in peace.
And now the photograph mouse is white for some reason. Hi there, it's me, the photographer. You say Zora is in the house? I have to take a picture of that. I'll call it I Found Zora. Look at Link's face. That's too funny. Ah, so much to do around here. Now I want to go into that cave up there. I think I can get what's in there now. Alright, we'll do that real quick. But then we're out of here. Boing. Ugh. Fuck you, bombing toadstool. Whatever. And I went the wrong way. Got rid of that guy's home now. He's just running around. Is it down this way? Yeah, must be this way. Marin's still singing there. Guess she can sing all day. I could use half a heart at the moment. I think it's a heart piece in this cave. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Oh no, I think I needed. Yeah, there's a heart piece in here. Okay, so hook shot. I'm gonna jump over here. I know what I can talk about. I talk about my first gaming experience. Well, I guess even what I was thinking of wasn't my first gaming experience. But when I was about 4 or 5, I had a babysitter. And every morning my mom would take me over to her house. Yeah, I was supposed to bomb it. Okay. And at their house, they had a Super Nintendo. And one of the games that they had, I actually didn't play that Super Nintendo much. One of the games that they had was A Link to the Past. So that was, oh crap, it's supposed to be narrow. So that was my first entry in the Zelda series that I ever played. And I just remember, I think I started from the beginning inadvertently or something. I just remember coming out of Link's house, and then I like hit a bush and immediately got attacked by a bee. So that was nice, but it made me want to play video games some more. And so, right after that time, it was getting near Christmas, and my parents and I went to the mall. Either the mall or like Walmart or something. But in the video game section of whatever, they had a Sega Genesis set up with Sonic 1, I think it was. But it was advertising Sonic 2 for some reason, which maybe wasn't quite out, I don't know. I don't remember exactly when Sonic 2 came out. But I just sat at that little kiosk playing Sonic. I remember one of the employees was trying to help me. I got stuck at a spot because I didn't realize that running and then jumping would give you more momentum to jump farther. There's a mermaid. Let's see what she's got to say real quick.
An artist once asked me to pose for him, and he wanted a scale, too. Can the legend of the magnifying lens be true?
Thank you, Rhyming Mermaid. And yes, I already got it. Anyway, I was just hooked on this freaking Sonic game, Sonic 1, and I stood there for probably over an hour while my parents did all their shopping. Back then it was okay to leave a 4 or 5-year-old by himself playing a video game in the mall. It was safe. This was up in Iowa at the time, and if you know anything about the Midwest, you know that everybody up there is just super nice people. Nothing really to worry about up there. It was kind of a small town. It was Waterloo, Iowa, it was called. Oops. But, yeah, so after that little experience, I was like, okay, I have to get video games. And I just begged and begged and begged my parents to get me a Sega Genesis for Christmas. And finally Christmas came around. We were at my grandparents' house. And I guess my parents were really ready for me to open that thing because they had me open it first. And I just remember tearing off the paper and seeing the big Genesis logo, and oh man, I was freaking excited as hell. I could not wait. I didn't even want to open anything else. I just wanted to open that Genesis and start playing. And eventually we did open it up, but we had to do, you know, Christmas presents with the family first. Eventually we did open it up, and we set it up in my grandparents' basement. And I was really inexperienced with video games at the time, naturally, being that was my first system, and Sonic 2 was the first game I owned. Sonic 2 was the game that I got, by the way. And, oh, here we go with another one of these guys.
Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot. But now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you carry more bombs. Are you ready?
You say no, you can switch it.
Fine, I'll let you have more arrows. Are you ready?
Yes, I'll take more arrows. Thank you.
You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Ha! Take care. See you again.
There's one more spot where he pops up, where you can double the amount of bombs you carry, but I do not remember where it is at the moment. But right near, oh, get back. Right near the beach, actually. Once I get out of this whole cave system or whatever. Excuse me, fish. So anyway, we set up the Genesis in my grandparents' basement, and you know, Sonic 2 was 2-player, so, and being that I was so new, my dad and who else was there? There was another guy there. I think it was like my aunt's boyfriend or something. He was there playing it with me, and so my dad was doing player 1 Sonic, and I took player 2, and so we got maybe like the first 2 levels done, and then my dad was like bored of it, so he went back upstairs, and I was left to play by myself. And oh, the ghost wanted us to check under a pot in his house, so let's see what we got in here. Drawing a blank here. Hey, look at that, a seashell. Ooh, we gotta be pretty close. Yep, something good is bound to happen. 18, alright, we only need 2 more seashells, and then we can get that level 2 sword. So anyway, I was playing it by myself, and I was like scared of the bosses. So at the end of the first level, I remember running to my dad and be like, "Oh, help me fight the boss." And I can't remember if he did or not, but I think he did. And then after that was the second level, and he had gone back upstairs to the rest of the family at that point. And I was going through the second level, and towards the end, there's this part where there's 2 moving platforms. So this guy we need the magnifying lens to see, but he makes you a deal, and I don't believe you need the shovel anymore. So you have to trade him something.
I found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it to you for what you have in your B button. Okay, no.
Okay, I put mine.
Oh yeah, okay, whatever.
Does that end on a comma?
I found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it to you for what you have in your B button.
Okay. And now, the final mysterious item of the trade sequence, the boomerang. You got the boomerang in exchange for the item you had. So now we got the freaking boomerang. You can throw it and then just move away and it'll always come back. Unless you leave the stage. But, whoa, look at that. It freaking murders those guys. Boom! Such a good item. And it cuts down freaking bushes. It cuts down bushes. Isn't that amazing? Boom. Oh, yes. Another acorn. And, oh, I can't throw it down there. Look at this minor wall. Man, the boomerang is almost better than the sword. You just throw it at one enemy, it grabs stuff, cuts down bushes, kills enemies, stuns others. Man, it's more functional than the sword. A level 1 sword at least. Oh, boom. Look at that. You can't hit me through the bush. Oh yeah, you can throw it diagonally too. Look at that. Woo! And there's one more, even more amazing thing you can do with it. As soon as I get to that point. Let's see, I think I can get the 3rd song now. Let's go see if I can do that. The 3rd song. We'll watch this. Boom, 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 boom! Look at that. Just making short work of all those bushes. And if you move away, you cut extra bushes! Haha! Alright, so anyway, back to the Sonic story. Yeah, there's this part towards the end of the second level where there's 2 moving platforms. And it's over this, like, water or whatever it is in that level, like chemicals or something. And, ooh, you know what? There's something in the woods we can get real quick. And anyway, these 2 platforms, they slip past each other. And they, like, and if you're standing on one, as it moves past the other one will actually pick you up and take you back the way you came. They, like, alternate direction. I don't know how well I'm explaining this, but anyway. Over here. So, for some reason, it was just super difficult for me to wrap my head around that. And ended up being that the trick was you just had to jump at the right time from one platform to the next, and you'd be fine. Oops. Why did I switch to bombs? I need to jump. But I tried several times, and I just kept falling in the water, and this rock has many cracks. There must be some way to shatter it. Boom. So yeah, I just tried and tried, and I kept falling in the water, and it was so frustrating, and I was ready to quit, and I went up to my dad, and I was like, "Dad, help me do this." help me, I need this help at this one part. And I forget exactly what my dad's words were. But, oh nice. Another complete heart container. Basically what he said to me was that you just have to keep trying and keep giving it your best and pay attention to how it works, and eventually you'll figure it out. And of course he was right. I went back. I was kind of pissed that he wouldn't help me, but he was right. I had just had to keep trying and keep putting forth the effort, keep trying to figure it out, and eventually I made it. So there was a nice little life lesson I learned on the very first day of having my first video game. Thanks to my old man. And alright, we're out of time here. So this little cave is one thing I wanted to check out, so we'll go in there next time.
Alright, so that's it for this time. Next time, I think we'll talk some more about some of my early gaming experiences. But for now, that's it. If you like what you've seen here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/turbothumbs or on Twitter at twitter.com/turbo_thumbs. That's it for this time on Thumb Through. I have been Rasta Joe, and thank you for checking out Turbo Thumbs.